Hi everyone, today we are going to be watching The Santa Claus with an E. This was one of my favorite movies growing up. I loved watching it on TV whenever it would play around like December, the holiday, Christmas time. I was really happy when I saw that they kept making sequels. There was like the second one when Santa Claus becomes a robot or like some type of dictator or something. It gets wild later, but today we're going to be watching the first one. So I am really excited. We are in the holiday spirit. We have the fireplace. We have our Christmas tree set up. A little mini Stitch. My dog is named Stitch. He's like right over there. All right, so let's start watching.
You wouldn't believe the traffic out here. Yeah, same to you!
I love that we're getting so much of his personality right here in these first few minutes. Were her ears pointy? That was an elf. I never caught that. So we saw an elf right at the beginning, just casually hanging out in this town. Suddenly so many theories are coming up. Like, did the elves plan this? Why is there an elf in this town? Why is she not in the North Pole?
I'll be right there.
What is... Relax. Why is he in such a hurry?
Do I gotta stay?
Listen.
Oh, this is such a tough situation.
4 hours?
Oh, he hasn't even gotten started on dinner. Oh, he tried at least.
Those flames were really big, Dad.
And the sides look
The
good.
turkey's funny that way.
Burn a turkey?
Coffee?
No, thank you, Judy.
Oh, the other dads. They're all trying.
How do you get down the chimneys?
He sucks it in like Grandpa.
But what about people who don't have fireplaces? How does he get into their house?
I love all these questions he's asking because I know we're gonna get the answer to them later. Well, I don't remember if we get the answer to how the reindeers fly. I heard a clatter.
I heard a clatter.
Oh, he does say that. Apparently my brain remembers that from the last time I watched this.
Hey, you! Whoa, whoa!
Oh, I love that angle.
Santa! You killed him!
Did not.
You killed Santa. I'm just watching his glove
Pal, if you can hear me, I'm just
to
looking.
see when he is no longer a person. Or like when he disappears.
If something should happen to me, put on my suit. The reindeer will know what to do.
He said bye. So he knew he was gonna die. He knew that was it for him. They couldn't take him to the hospital? Because it was a man, or a person, before it was Santa Claus. So I feel like maybe they could have saved him?
He's naked somewhere.
It honestly could be. Like he was like, once I fall, I have to retire as Santa Claus and leave the clothes and run away. How do we know he's actually dead?
Dad, isn't this neat?
Charlie? Charlie!
Reindeers are real, right? Like they're a real animal, right? They just don't fly. I know deers are a thing. I know mooses are a thing. Those giant antlers. Are reindeers a thing?
Let's go!
I love this part. Oh, this wasn't the part I was thinking of. When they just bounce off immediately to the next house.
You want me to take the toys into a strange house in my underwear?
No.
Put on the suit.
Gotta put the suit on first.
You know what we're gonna do.
He's like, yeah.
How come everything I want to do is stupid?
Charlie, not everything you want to do is stupid, but sneaking into a stranger's house, dressed as Santa Claus, is a little bit strange. He's gonna do it anyway.
All right.
He really just put on a dead person's suit like no problem. This animation and how they progressively get wilder depending on the point of entrance.
Whoa!
Whoa, yeah. That animation was very strange.
Just like that.
This was the part. Just casually land right next door. I love how they actually showed the animation. And the house is completely remodeled. I love how much animation they're using. I feel like it's adding to the nostalgia. Oh, that girl's my
You're
favorite.
supposed to drink the milk.
Look, I am lactose intolerant.
I love their interactions. Oh gosh. I love how he's actually doing this. Like, he could have just gone home, I think. But he's actually just going to every house. Oh, someone's getting a puppy. Did they build that puppy In the North Pole?
Merry Christmas to all!
And to all, good night. He really...
When I wake up, I'm getting a CAT scan!
I'm getting a CAT scan. Okay, I was gonna say, he really stayed up the whole night going to different houses and doing this.
Who are you?
I'm Bernard. Nice to meet you, Santa.
Bernard. He was probably one of my first movie crushes.
What contract? The card in the Santa suit. You said you read it, right? So when you put on
Is that a reference to him being in Home Improvement, the TV show?
the Santa Claus, it means you put on the suit, you're the big guy.
The Santa Claus. That E at the end, and it was the title of the movie, always confused me when I was young. I would constantly be misspelling Santa Claus.
What if I choose not to believe it?
Then all the elves would be unemployed and the world will be sad.
We've got a lot of work to do and only a year in which to do it.
So this is his new job. He has 11 months to make sure he knows who's naughty and who's nice.
You're in your pajamas. I'll be right back.
SC for Santa Claus and for Scott Calvin. How did they get back home? Were they just like shipped back in their sleep? Okay, let's see. Is he still wearing... Okay, he's still wearing the pajamas, so there's proof that that night actually happened. Did Charlie get presents? Because Santa Claus died before he was able to put the presents down the chimney. It's such a sad sentence. Okay, looks like he was able to deliver Charlie's present as the last present before he died.
Same initials as your name, Dad. Scott Calvin.
That's what I was saying. Scott Calvin. You were meant to be Santa Claus.
Nice PJs, very festive. Where'd you get them?
I don't know.
I'm still thinking about that theory if the other elves knew. And he really was meant to be Santa Claus. Because Bernard knew something had happened to the old Santa.
What's this all about?
Dad took me to the North Pole.
The North Pole.
Yeah, Dad's the new Santa. The regular Santa fell off.
He's like, hey, what's up? I'm Santa now.
The regular Santa fell off the roof. Then Dad put on the suit.
Charlie, we'll discuss this at home.
They just casually brushed away. He was like, yeah, the old Santa, he died in front of us. Yeah, fell off our roof and everything.
How's Dad go first?
If that's how you feel, Charlie. That's how he feels, Neil. Nice sweater, buddy.
I like the sweater. I'm wearing a sweater.
On Christmas Eve, my dad pushed Santa off the roof.
Oh, Charlie.
Wait, did he say pushed?
On Christmas Eve, my dad pushed Santa off the
He's
roof.
changing the story. Now he's like, my dad murdered Santa Claus. Stole his clothes and stole his job. Not only his job, his whole identity.
When I grow up, if I want to be Santa Claus, all I gotta do is push you off a roof.
Maybe don't tell other people you're Santa Claus and how you became Santa Claus, or you will be murdered.
What's so funny?
Nothing.
Who's behind them? Wait, what? Reindeer. Okay, they're real. It said reindeer, polar bears, and elephants. The other two things are real, so reindeers are real. This is so cute and creative. Just let him be creative. Let him express himself.
What about fireplaces? A lot of people don't.
They're really trying so hard to convince this kid that Santa isn't real.
You ever seen $1 million?
No.
Just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
You just proved them wrong. I love the sassy little kids.
We are very concerned about this.
If Charlie spending time with you is the best thing for him.
Why? Because he believes in Santa now? I was wondering if I would still be on Tim Allen's, Scott, I remember his character's name because of the initials, on Scott's side, rewatching this. And I still am.
There's no reason why we have to tell anybody about the North Pole.
Why not?
Because one kid was already planning to murder him when you told the class. So maybe don't tell other people. His transformation started.
God, your weight.
Maybe don't comment on a coworker's weight.
And one of those homemade cookies, the warm chocolate chip, no nuts, and a little slice of cheesecake.
That's so interesting. So even like his taste, what he wants is changing and transforming into Santa Claus's wants.
Okay, now we've got Santa. He's up in the North Pole. He's getting ready.
He's so excited.
Total tank.
Wait a minute. No way Santa's going anywhere without his sleigh.
So not only his taste in food, but also his mind and his beliefs are all transforming into Santa Claus. And he's still dressing the red, white Santa Claus. I love this so much, this transformation.
Okay, up with the shirt.
Oh, I think I remember this with the heart. Jingle bells. I remembered it was some type of beat. I didn't realize it was Jingle Bells. Or I guess I forgot it was Jingle Bells. Oh, we're sitting the same way? Am I Santa Claus now too? And he's still dressed, keeping the red and white. All the kids can sense that he's Santa. Or do they just think he looks like Santa? I'd like to think that they could sense something magical about him.
What are we supposed to do?
Well, there's one obvious alternative.
Not allow... Try to get sole custody. Just because of Santa Claus?
Johnny, naughty.
I'm loving whoever did the costume design. All of his outfits have been fantastic, and even now with the green and the red, as opposed to the red and the white, it still works. That transformation, they're like not afraid to just give us the animation. Like instead of seeing that as a take where he shaves and then he pulls off the towel and then it's back to full beard, we're actually seeing the full animation and we're seeing that transformation.
Charlie believing in Santa?
Well, he's a little old. Don't you remember when you stopped believing in Santa Claus? I was 3.
3? I don't even remember anything from when I was 3 years old. If someone had told me Santa wasn't real when I was 3 years old, I would have forgotten it and would have been believing again at Charlie's age.
It's all okay. I told the judge everything.
Oh no.
About you and the North Pole.
The judge is gonna think that Scott's being a bad influence on Charlie.
All of your visitation rights are suspended, pending a hearing.
Everything? He can't see him at all? Not even with, like, supervision? Ooh. I got emotional, my voice cracked.
So you still believe you're Santa?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Of course you are, Dad.
You're literally transforming into Santa Claus. You know random kids' names. Even Charlie's dressing in red and white. I just realized that. I remember. Oh, he didn't say anything.
I want to be with you, Dad.
Boy, I love hearing you say that.
Yeah. Especially considering the start of the movie when he was like, how long do I have to be here? Come pick me up as soon as possible. To see this transformation in their relationship.
Charlie?
And they're gone. Oh, hi. Look who showed up. Look how fluffy he is. He's getting a haircut soon. Okay, and he just stood here, so I guess we're gonna watch the movie with him here.
We're up at the North Pole.
Charlie, are you sure you're okay?
It's good that they still have service at the North Pole.
Fireplaces will no longer be a problem.
Hello? You okay?
Completely flame retardant. It's light, yet durable.
Oh, wow. They're really taking like a bunch of preventative action and caution to ensure that he doesn't die.
What do I do if I fall off a roof?
He's asking the real questions, trying to make sure no other Santa Claus is murdered. Or, you know, not murdered. Scott didn't murder the Santa Claus. Okay. I love with the music too. Oh, and the police chase? Oh, it's a whole dance routine. Poor Santa Clauses heading home from work.
It's a nice rope. Just in case I fall off the roof.
In case I fall off the roof. I mean, I know this has always been a dark movie, but I didn't realize just how accepting of all the darkness the characters have been. He's just like, yeah, that old Santa Claus. Everyone, they're all just like, yeah, that old Santa Claus who died. Let's just make sure I don't die.
Turn to your right. Hello.
Oh, I love this. I love the Santa Clauses.
And most important of all, your hat. Two-way radio. It connects you directly to Judy.
Wow, they really upgraded Scott.
Cookie cocoa dispenser. The cocoa comes out nice and hot.
I'm still thinking about that theory about the elves and the old Santa Claus. Like, did they know he was gonna die? We saw that elf at the beginning of right at the beginning of the movie. And they didn't decide to get all of these new features and safety precautions until they had a new Santa. What was the old Santa doing? What was going on? Why didn't they like him? Oh, I love, this is what I was saying before, their interactions.
Milk's a little sour.
It's soy milk. You said you're lactose intolerant.
You remembered.
Thanks for remembering.
Yeah.
Go to sleep.
I love how she remembered. She probably woke up the next morning, went to her parents, and was like, we have to get Santa Claus soy milk next year. He's lactose intolerant. And they were probably like, what? What type of dream did my child have? But sure, we'll get you some soy milk for next year. Grab the bag. Didn't it like magically carry you around places? Oh my god, they're just... How are they lifting him up?
Let him go! Let Santa go!
I feel like it'll be a bit traumatizing seeing Santa Claus arrested and being put into the back of a police car.
We've got a problem. Santa was at the Miller's, but he's not responding. Let's go!
I don't believe that they just created this flight squad after Scott became the new Santa Claus. Why didn't this flight squad show up for the old Santa Claus? I'm still like, there's something there. There's something that happened there. You see? Showing the little, it's like silly, but it's nostalgic to see that animation of the elves flying. They don't cut away from that. They just full on show everything. Is Charlie still up on the roof? Because they just left him there. Oh, he is. Okay. He just settled in.
Don't worry. We're the good guys. Come on, let's go save Santa.
Love the little NoPo. They're from the North Pole division. I was gonna say, how did he not see that? But they flew right over him. There's no way this is new technology. These elves have been flying. They could have saved the old Santa Claus. They could have like checked on him or something. Like they're... Okay. Something happened. I was gonna say they remind me of like the penguins of Madagascar, but they actually remind me more of Spy Kids. They have so much magic.
I think it's a much better idea that you stay here with your mom and Neil.
Really?
But Dad...
No buts, Charlie.
Good. I appreciated how he was helping Charlie develop his imagination and encouraging him to be creative, but this was a good thing that he needed to start putting his foot down and putting at least some boundaries between Scott's new life as Santa Claus and Charlie's life as a kid.
You helped make me Santa.
I mean, he literally became Santa Claus because Charlie was like, get in the sleigh.
You really are Santa Claus.
I'm not sure what convinced her. I mean, I'm glad she's convinced now, but I'm confused.
Santa?
Oh, I guess just looking at him, they're seeing that it's Santa?
The custody papers. I want you to come and see Charlie as often as you can.
I thought that they would need some type of physical proof, but there's that thing that was talked about just believing in it.
Nice sweater. Did we make this? Laura?
He's so funny.
Measures he's taking.
The sandwich. Okay. Good for childhood Stephanie for having a crush on this dude, on Bernard.
Neil.
Ooh, again, I love these animations. The little glitter. Another elf. They're just there in the real world. They're just hanging out. Oh, another one. What? There's so many of them.
You're gonna make a great psychiatrist one day, kid.
No, I think I'm going to go into the family business.
Hold on. I think that means that unfortunately Charlie is gonna have to murder his father in order to continue the family business. Is that how it works? Stay tuned for the Santa Claus 7, where it's Charlie versus Scott.
A weenie whistle.
They finally got the presents they wanted when they were little. I had a similar thing happen to me where I always asked Santa Claus for like a little Barbie convertible car, and I got everything else that was on my wish every single year, but every year I would also put that on. I never got it. Santa Claus never came back to me when I was in... Oh, wait. I'm like, wait, I'm not their age, so it can still happen. One day I'll wake up on Christmas morning and see a Barbie convertible car underneath my Christmas tree, and I'll be very confused, and I'll be forced to believe. That's it? That was so fun. I'm so excited to watch it again when it's on TV. It'll no doubt be on TV a lot this month. You can tell this was one of my favorite movies when I literally just finished watching it and I'm already like, I'm gonna watch it again on TV later. There was so much more murder and like attempted murder, just like thinking about murder than I remembered. And I kind of really want to watch the other ones too, to see if I can pick up anything else about the elves' behavior, to figure out what really happened to that first Santa Claus. Why did he die? Why did it have to be Scott? Was this all planned out? What is this? All right, I think this will be the last video of the year, so I hope you have a happy and safe new year. Thank you for watching, and feel free to like and subscribe if you want to. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.